Now, on this occasion, I invite our Father Jerry to give a message to these children as well as to all of us. You can also sit down.
Kottayam Diocese of the Jacobite Syrian Orthodox Church. Very Reverend Roy Kochat, Chorepiscopa, my fellow colleague priests, friends, guests of those of the two families who have come here, and dearly beloved. We have come here today and we have borne witness to the wedding between Thomas and Anupa. May I take this opportunity, first of all, to congratulate you on behalf of the Metropolitan, the senior priests, and on behalf of the St. Mary's Jacobite Syrian Orthodox Church. We wish you well and we hope and pray that your life is a blessing to many. ഇന്ന് ഇവിടെ കൂടിയിരിക്കുന്ന അവസ്ഥയിൽ നാം ആദ്യമേ തന്നെ നമ്മളോട് ചോദിക്കേണ്ടതായ ചോദ്യം, why are we here and what are we chosen to do? ആദ്യമായിട്ട് തന്നെ സഭയുടെ നിയമപ്രകാരം കൽപ്പിച്ചിട്ടുള്ള വിവാഹ കുദാശയിൽ പങ്കെടുത്തിട്ടുള്ള നാം ഓർക്കേണ്ടത് സഭ നമ്മളോട് എന്ത് പറയുന്നു എന്നുള്ളതാണ്. The holy matrimony, as the word suggests, is special because of the holiness attached to the entire ceremony. The holiness is not attached as a mere title, but holiness is attached because you now represent a holy relationship, which is symbolically representing the relationship between Christ and Christ's church. Firstly, one must understand that as you are here and as you already went through the rigors of premarital counseling of this diocese, you will once again know and notice that today somehow in some way or the other appears to be the day of everyone else but yourselves. You will notice that there are an unbelievable multitude of people who you haven't seen in your entire lives. You will also notice that you would have to smile whether you like it or not. You are being told, you are being tutored, you are being mentored on the first day of your marriage on how one should sacrifice one's luxuries and one's happiness for the benefit of others. ഇന്ന് നിങ്ങൾ ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്ന ഓരോ കാര്യങ്ങളും, നിങ്ങൾ ചിരിക്കാൻ പോകുന്ന ഓരോ ചിരിയും, നിങ്ങൾ ചുളുക്കാൻ പോകുന്ന ഓരോ കവിളും സഭ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് പഠിപ്പിച്ചു തരുന്ന ത്യാഗത്തിൻ്റെ ആദ്യ പാഠമാകുന്നു. Therefore, see this as a time that you understand that marriage and wedded life exists on the foundation and basis of love and sacrifice. സ്നേഹത്തിൻ്റെയും ത്യാഗത്തിൻ്റെയും അടിസ്ഥാനത്തിൻ്റെ പുറത്താകുന്നു വിവാഹ ജീവിതം കെട്ടിപ്പടുക്കുന്നത്. Therefore, never argue on who will give and who will take, but only argue on how you can share. If one thinks about it, most of the jokes that one can see about from the Sardar and Punjabi jokes in India are jokes on wedded couples. They are jokes on marriage. They are jokes by men on their wives and wives on their husbands. One then has to think, why is it like this? Is it because marriage is an institution which is funny and humorous? Or is it because marriage is an institution which stares at us each day of our lives? And you share and that you are a part of something special which no one else can have. Today, you are bearing witness to this love and sacrifice. This love and sacrifice which Christ chose to give to Christ's church and to all humanity irrespective of their religious undertaking. The love and sacrifice which said that even if I am the butt of jokes, even if other people want to make fun of me, even if other people will say that I was a fool to die at the cross, I did it anyway because I love my people and I love my humanity. Here, therefore, you stand as we congratulate you, thinking and knowing about this, that you stand for a special cause, you stand for love, you stand for sacrifice. Secondly, one has to know and understand that from today, life is not going to be easy. There are several men who then question me, why then should they get married if it's not going to be easy anyway? Life in all its delicateness is never easy. As you understand, and as we understand, we have here two young people who are very educated, and I suppose the church is also proud about that fact. Your education has been a part of your life. It has been days and nights of hard work, and you continue that hard work, knowing that at the end of the day you will get something. Thomas, for instance, is now part of CMC. I was also part of CMC for 3 months, and therefore I know certain things there. It's basically a thankless job, where however much you work, no one at the end of the day is going to come and thank you. Anupa is also getting there actually. She is on her way to also being part of a largely thankless profession, just like priesthood and bishopric, where no matter what you do, people will always find something to fault with. And therefore, every step that you take will be watched. You will be videographed, you will be watched from above, from below, from beside. You will always be seen as someone who is about to make a mistake, even if you don't make a mistake. So therefore, you already know what sacrifice is about. Today, you are standing on the verge, not only on the verge, you've already taken the step of going into this happy, blissful life, which becomes happy only if you invest sacrifice into it. Only if you invest your blood and your tears into it. Only if you invest those things that you see as valuable in your life. So Thomas, there may be a number of things which you think are valuable to you. Some pen that someone gifted you, some childhood notebook that you still have, some storybook that an old girlfriend maybe gave, anything that it could be. It could be something which you see valuable and you would not like to part with at this time. Anupa, on the other hand, will also have something buried under her closet. And this will also be things that she would not like to share with Thomas at this point of time. Now we can't force both of you to actually do that. But as you journey on in your life, you should realize that you should start sharing. What is yours, Thomas, is also Anupa's. What is yours, Anupa, is also Thomas's. So just like you see in the Cadbury Silk advertisement, as Anupa gets a bar of chocolate Cadbury into her hands, and as it melts in her hands, it will also be on offer to you, Thomas, as long as you keep back the embarrassment and are willing to take a bite and a lick out of the chocolate. This will therefore be your blissful married life, where everything will start changing from today. You will realize, Thomas, that you can't sit in a room alone anymore. You will realize, Anupa, that you can't talk to your friends for hours on the phone anymore. You will also realize, Thomas, that you will have to make time for Anupa, apart from all the time that you have for your close boyfriends. You also, Anupa, have to realize that you will have to make quality time for Thomas. When you look at this from this way, it is indeed a great sacrifice. And it is supposed to be a great sacrifice. If marriage is not a sacrifice, it is not marriage at all. And therefore, today you have taken the step the same step that Christ took to save humanity, the same step that everyone told him that he should not take, the same step that everyone even now tells him that it was foolish to make. And therefore, you have taken a step of sacrifice, you have taken a step of sharing, you have taken a step where you will not be living alone anymore, but you will have this special, cherished someone living alongside you. Thirdly, you should also understand that with marriage comes a responsibility that you have indeed got something beautiful, something that no one else can have. Thomas, you are the most, you should be the most happiest husband today. Because no matter what, Anupa is your Aishwarya. Anupa is whoever in that way. Anupa, you have to realize in which way of Bollywood you actually are, that Thomas is either Shah Rukh or Salman. And no one can actually snatch this away from you. We can't snatch it away from you. Your family can't snatch it away from you. Your friends can't snatch it away from you. It is yours and yours only. This is what makes marriage beautiful. You will have something unique, something which we don't have. We have it on a different level, but we don't have it on your level. And therefore, it's something that you have to share to the world. It's not something that we as bishops and priests and deacons and church workers can share to the world. You have to go out and share it with the world. You have to understand that the church has been very good with you. The church has been very merciful to you. The church has tried to teach you many things on how to love, to share, and to care. From today starts a unique duty that as a couple who have been sanctioned by the church to go out into the world and do something good, you have the responsibility to start doing it from tonight. You have the responsibility of sharing the love that you have and that you have received with others. You have the responsibility of talking to others. You have the responsibility of giving time to others. You have the responsibility of helping others in kind or in cash or in whatever way. Today, your possibilities have become endless and limitless. So you have this responsibility. This unique responsibility which only Spider-Man had earlier, but from today will also become a part of your lives. So Thomas, with freedom also comes responsibility. As you know, the famous dialogue from Spider-Man. And Anupa, freedom also for you means you have a responsibility. So from today, you are not just two, but you are one. The Pharisees who wanted to chide and play and toy with Jesus asked them, is it lawful for a man to divorce his wife? And Jesus gave them the answer that in the beginning God made man and woman, and he made them and they were joined together. Man left his parents and then they became one. They were one and not two anymore. So today you are one. You are responsible. You are being given out to the world, to your families, to your friends, to ensure that you actually do the responsibility that is being put on you. And you also have to understand that this is a binding agreement. This is not something that you can take and choose and give back. Even if you go to a supermarket these days, they tell you goods once sold cannot be exchanged under any circumstances. The church also tells you the same thing, Thomas and Anupa. And if you've had other ideas, that should come to an end today itself. The church means that you should be together. The church wants you to be together. Today, as divorce rates are increasing in Indian society, and very interestingly increasing among Christian communities, and especially Kerala-related Syrian communities, you should understand that your responsibility stands that come what may, you will stand with each other. There will be differences. There will be hurts in between. There will be things that you will find very difficult. But in all that, you have to stay together. We are going to pray for you. The congregation who has congregated here today are also going to pray for you. And it is our responsibility in turn that we ensure that you are together. Therefore, finally, may I remind all of you, dearly beloved, that as is your responsibility in other matters, starting today, you have an extra responsibility. You have an extra responsibility of listening to and talking to both Anupa and Thomas. You have a responsibility of being a part of their lives. You have a responsibility which does not end tonight with the lovely buffet dinner that will be given to you. You have a responsibility which will go beyond that, which will stand by them come what may. And therefore, in this give and take relationship, Thomas and Anupa, I especially, since our senior metropolitan is here, his blessings along with our prayers are today with you, and we wish you all the best, and we hope and pray that you become an ideal couple for the church, for the community, and for the world at large. May God bless us all.